Tonight, I'm dyeing my hair. It looks a little, it's been maybe 30 days since I washed it with shampoo. I've gotten it wet since then. But yeah, this is what we're dealing with. I got a trim in the spring, early spring. I wanted to wait to dye my hair until it was more fall time, but I am impatient and I want fall to happen now. This is what I got, and I'm just too excited for it to wait to do it. So doing it tonight. I'm using sawdust, and I've never been this color before, this mahogany color. And as you can tell right now, I have very orangey hair. I don't have this darker tone. Well, this is the color code. So I think mine is going to turn out like way more red than what it says on the packaging, because obviously this mahogany color that you see on the front, that is like this color. So you get that color if you have like black hair. And this is like a light brown, but it's still on like the darker side, on the ashier side. I have much more warmth to my natural hair. It looks darker up here, but that's just because it's greasy. When it's washed, it is like the same color up here. Now it's not entirely my natural hair because last October I dyed my hair just like a regular brown, but I dyed it with this like, it wasn't henna, but it was this like mineral demi-permanent color, and it literally only stayed in my hair for about 3 to 4 months, as demi-permanents do. And then it was this color. And at the time in October, my hair was like to here. Yeah, my hair was like about to here. And I dyed it that color, and so now that it's grown this much, it's like, yeah, that's about right. That makes sense. That like this part of my hair is like more than likely like virgin, and then this part of my hair that you see down here is not so natural. Now, the great debate of people saying like, oh, don't dye your hair because your hair is so natural. And it's like, I tell people my hair is natural because it pretty much is, but it's like a half truth technically. The sun has done its work on my hair. I have my sun highlights. These are my natural little money pieces that I get all the time. In my baby hairs, I get these little more blondish pieces. So now that I have babbled, let's get to it. If you hear like this buzzing kind of droning sound, it's the vent. The vent is attached to the light, so there's not much I can do with that. Anyway, on about the skin tone is, I think this works really well against pale skin. At least I hope it does. I know it's going to make me look more pale, but there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm not dyeing my hair because I think my hair looks bad or because I don't like my hair color. It's just that I'm bored with it and I want something new. Some pizzazz. You know, it's just hair. You can do whatever you want to it. Now, I'm already married, but we only got married through civil court. We're going to be having a spiritual wedding next year in spring, and so what I'm hoping is that this color sort of dies down by then, which I already know it will, I'll do an at-home color stripper and then get a balayage. I will be getting a trim in a few weeks time, like 3 weeks or so. But besides that, I'm going to let it keep growing. Yeah, all right, so I think that's all I really want to say. So now I think we can really get into it. I have a hairbrush and I have a mixing bowl. So, see you on the other side. Okay, so this is like pink. I know it's not going to be pink in my hair. It just looks like that in the bowl, and it's a little intimidating. I've never gone this color before. It's really exciting. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with the back of my head, just to get that part over with, because that's the most annoying part, to be honest. Okay, so final stretch here. I still have quite a bit of hair dye left. It's always a stressor for me with all of this hair. It's actually the reason why I learned the hard way that it's really not worth it for me to get my hair colored at the salon. I tried that once, and a really scary receipt later, I learned to just not do that again. Because that, and usually, like, whenever I get my hair cut, besides for first this spring, this is the first time ever that a hairdresser did not complain about how much hair I had. Like, usually when they do the washes, the cutting, and then by the time that they get to the blow drying, that's where they're really complaining. Like, oh my god, you have so much hair. And it's like, okay, and they're just like yanking at my head, like just ready to be over with it. So I told you guys I dyed my hair last October, but my friend Danny did it for me, and she dyes her hair like all the time. So she's also a pro. Not really just like through DIY at home. She's a pro, but you know what I mean. I take pretty good care of my hair. I like to use argan oils. I rarely straighten my hair. I rarely blow dry my hair. I actually rarely even brush my hair. Usually I will brush my hair in the shower, like I'll brush my shampoo into my hair, and I'll brush my conditioner into my hair. Alright, so I have this much more hair dye, and I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go back to, actually no, I'm just gonna drench my ends. That's the best thing, because I did spend a lot of time with my roots. I always spend way more time, oh, hello. My sink is just gurgling for no good reason. I spend a lot of time in the back just because I can't see what I'm doing back there, so I take extra time and extra care in doing that. But I also really like to rub it in, just as if I'm like doing shampoo or conditioner. I really just scrub it in there. For some reason, I always like to dye my hair around the fall. So I usually dye my hair about once a year, maybe once every 2 years. And for some reason, it's always in the fall. Well, okay, I'm lying. I know why. It's because I do like to plan my Halloween costume around my hair. I hate wigs. I hate the way they feel on my head. I hate, like, even this wet gunk on my hair. Like, I hate it. I only wash my hair about, like, 2 to 3 times a week because I don't like the feeling of wet hair. Like, if I'm in a pool, I'll put up with it. So, you know, I'm swimming. That's great. I love to swim. You know, I like the natural look of hair for a Halloween costume. I like the lived-in Halloween costume. Like, I like a good DIY costume. I like, you know, like, you obviously went to the thrift store. You obviously put in the effort. You didn't just go to a store and just, you know, bought something ready to go. Like, at best, do demi-permanent or, like, a colored hairspray. At best. Okay, are you guys ready? Because I don't know if you're ready. I am so in love with it. It's obviously too stark up here. If I knew how to be more technical with hair dye, I would have done a root shadow. But I can wait the couple of weeks or months for that to not be so harsh up in my root area. But besides that, it's blended so well. It's so even. And this is like my best hair moment in my life. I've always wanted this hair color. And I feel like the Little Mermaid. And it goes really good with my eye color. I'm like all crazy up in but it looks really good with my eye color. And I love how, like, in the light it goes from like dark brown to purple to burgundy to like straight up like red. The washing process was a nightmare. It looked like I had killed somebody, which I'm sure everyone who has dyed their hair has said that before, but it's so true. And it took 4 washes with shampoo and 4 washes with conditioner to get the water coming out of my hair to be somewhat clear water. Yeah, so this is the look for right now. Tomorrow I will do like a whole look and you'll see it in the sunlight with makeup and everything. So see you tomorrow.